Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and quietly asked yourself, am I gradually disappearing? I understand that feeling, when other people's eyes glance past you as if you no longer exist. But here's what I want you to know. Age doesn't make you lesser. It only makes you overlooked, if you allow it to. I want to share with you a little secret. Something simple. I changed. And it made people start noticing me again. Not because I became younger, but because I started showing up the right way. And it all began with my hair. Are you ready to change just one small thing that could lead to a major transformation? In today's video, I'll share with you 5 hairstyles that I truly believe, if you're over 65, will make you look younger, more attractive, and most importantly, feel like you truly exist. Are you ready? Let's begin, and I promise, you'll never look at your hair the same way again. When I say that just one small change, like a haircut, can make you look younger and be noticed again, I'm not exaggerating. Because hair, more than any other detail on your body, is the frame that shapes your appearance. Imagine your face as a beautiful painting. Your hair is the frame around it. The right frame can elevate a painting to the level of fine art. The wrong frame, it can make a masterpiece fade into the background. And that's what so many women over 60 are going through without even realizing it. At this age, our faces begin to change. Skin may lose its glow, cheekbones may become more prominent, the jawline may sag slightly. But instead of trying to hide that, the right hairstyle can harmonize, soften, and highlight these mature features, turning signs of time into marks of character. Did you know that simply adjusting your hair length by a few centimeters, or adding some layers, can brighten your entire face? That's because your hairstyle directly affects how others visually perceive you. The hairline, the volume, how it falls around your cheeks or embraces your neck. All of this creates a youthful effect or, conversely, can make you look tired and dated. And here's an interesting truth no one tells you. Your hairstyle affects how you feel about yourself. A neat haircut that gently hugs your face can make you feel more polished, modern, and confident, and when you walk into a room with that energy, people will notice you, not because you're shouting, but because you're present. A study by the British Institute of Visual Psychology found that women who changed their hairstyles to suit their face shapes and age tended to be perceived as 5-7 years younger than those who kept the same hairstyle for many years. That means, hair isn't just fashion, it's a silent language you send to the world, saying you're still vibrant, still care about yourself, and still worthy of being seen. This isn't about vanity. This is how you tell the world, and yourself, that I'm still here. I'm still radiant. And I refuse to fade away. So, if you've ever thought hair is secondary, think again. It's the silent crown you wear every day. Choose the right hairstyle, not just to look younger, but to feel younger. And that is the first step, the most important step, to becoming the center of your own life story again. In the next part, I'll walk you through specific hairstyles, ones designed not just to beautify, but to help you be truly seen. Are you ready? Because the right hairstyle doesn't change who you are, it helps others see the best version of you. Once you understand how profoundly hair can impact your look and your energy, the next question is, what hairstyle truly suits my age? The answer doesn't lie in a fixed formula, but in knowing yourself. It's not that cutting short always means looking younger. Nor does keeping it long always mean staying feminine. It's about knowing that your age requires subtlety and intention, not hairstyles that awkwardly try to cling to youth. First, let's clarify something. Hairstyles have no age, but the way you wear them can make you appear old or young. Many women over 60 still stick to a hairstyle they've had for 20 years, because it once made them look beautiful and confident. But the face you have today is no longer the face you had at 45. And that's completely natural, even something to be proud of. So, holding on to an old haircut isn't loyalty, it's boxing yourself into an outdated version. Hair, like life, needs renewal, adjustment, and adaptation, not changing for fashion's sake, but because you deserve the version of yourself that fits and shines the most today. Let's start with hair texture. If your hair is thinning or has lost volume, opt for styles with gentle layers that hug the face and add natural movement. Smart layering not only makes your hair look fuller, but also softens your facial features, especially the jawline and cheeks, which tend to sink slightly over time. Next is face shape. If you have high cheekbones, let a few strands fall softly around your face to soften the edges. If your face is square or your jaw is prominent, hair that hugs the sides of your face can create balance and gentleness. For round faces, a length at or just below the chin elongates the line of sight, making your face appear slimmer and more refined. And, an equally important factor: hair color. Many women keep dark hair as an anti-aging tactic. But it can backfire. Overly dark colors make the skin look dull, accentuate wrinkles, and create a heavy gaze. Consider lighter tones like chestnut brown, caramel, or mossy highlights. These reflect light onto your face, brighten the skin, and soften your overall appearance. You don't need a trendy haircut. You need a hairstyle with purpose, one that highlights your strengths, conceals weaknesses, and expresses your true energy now. Your haircut shouldn't strain to make you look 20 years younger. It should let you look like the vibrant version of yourself at this age, and that's the real allure. We don't change to follow someone else, but to live more fully in our own skin and our own hair. And I believe that when you choose the right hairstyle, you won't just look younger, you'll feel more confident. And that confidence is what makes you radiantly beautiful at any age. Once you understand that the right hairstyle isn't about faking youth, but about honoring who you are in this vibrant stage of life, I want to introduce you to a hairstyle that has created a quiet revolution for many women over 60, the LOB, the shoulder-length long bob with layers. This isn't a trendy seasonal haircut. The LOB is timeless. Stylists around the world call it the little black dress of hair, because it's always appropriate, always elegant, and always gives off a fresh, youthful vibe without overdoing it. What makes the LOB special is its perfect balance. It's not so short that you feel like you've lost your femininity, nor is it so long that the hair becomes heavy and reveals thinning or weakened strands, a common issue for women post-60. Shoulder-length hair softly frames the cheekbones, offering a neat, gentle, and refreshed look. But the real rejuvenating magic of the LOB lies in its delicate layered cuts. When executed with proper technique, these layers create natural movement, giving volume without the need for elaborate blow drying. For women with thin hair, the LOB adds fullness. For those with soft natural waves, it brings out a free-spirited, lively charm. And for straight hair, it sharpens your facial features while maintaining a soft, refined elegance. Many women worry. I don't know how to style my hair. Won't the lob be a hassle? Actually, it's quite the opposite. This is one of the easiest hairstyles to maintain with maximum aesthetic payoff. Whether you do a quick morning blow dry or simply apply a bit of styling serum, your hair holds its shape and stays versatile. You can do a half updo, clip one side, or curl the ends lightly, all of which give your appearance a fresh twist daily. What I love most about the LOB is that it lets older women stay modern without trying too hard to be young. When paired with neutral tones like chestnut brown, mossy highlights, or caramel, the LOB reflects light beautifully, brightens the skin around the face, and helps you appear fresher, warmer, and more approachable. It's not a look of youth regained, it's the beauty of vitality, shining from within. I once had a client, she was 67, had thin hair and a gaunt face, always hiding behind long, frizzy locks because she was afraid cutting it short would make her look older. But after one simple LOB session with some soft face, framing layers. She broke into tears upon seeing herself in the mirror. "I can't remember the last time I felt beautiful," she said. And that was the moment I understood better than ever. The right haircut doesn't just beautify. It gives a woman back to herself. You don't need a complicated hairstyle. You just need one that understands you. And the LOB is one of those rare styles that truly do. It uplifts, enhances, and makes you feel, "I'm still me, and I'm still radiant." If the LOB is for the woman who wants balance, softness, and elegance, then the pixie cut is a bold declaration. I am free, I am in charge, and I'm not afraid to assert myself, at any age. Pixie cuts aren't for everyone. But if you're brave enough to try it, it will give you something few hairstyles can: a sharp, youthful look with immense character. I know many women are hesitant about this style, thinking, "Short hair will make my face look bigger," or, "I'm not bold enough to wear that." But here's what I want you to reconsider, because the pixie, when cut correctly, doesn't strip you of femininity. It makes you stand out, and more importantly, makes you impossible to ignore. Contrary to the outdated notion that older women should be gentle and sweet, the pixie brings a burst of positive energy, dynamic, tidy, edgy, yet never harsh. It's a cut that showcases the best of your face, your eyes, your cheekbones, your smile, and gets rid of the excess that once hid your natural beauty. The pixie also adds personality points for mature women. It makes you appear more confident, more decisive, and most importantly, a woman who no longer needs to hide behind any kind of mask. You're not trying to be demure. You don't need to tone down who you are, because you've lived long enough to know that true beauty is living truthfully. Another undeniable advantage: the pixie is extremely easy to maintain. Gone are the days of battling with round brushes, hair dryers, or spending hours in front of the mirror each morning. You only need a few minutes, a bit of styling gel or soft wax, and you've got a polished, stylish look. For women looking to simplify life, the pixie is a smart choice. I had a client, a retired literature teacher. She came into the salon with long, thinning hair, silver at the ends, and a tired expression. After chatting, I asked her, "Do you dare try a haircut that'll make people look twice?" She nodded gently. I gave her a cropped pixie that hugged the nape with an asymmetrical fringe, and when she got up from the chair, I no longer saw a weary woman. I saw a leading lady reborn. She said, "I didn't know I could still look sharp." I tell this story so you understand. The pixie isn't for someone who wants to hide. It's for the woman who has lived long enough to know she doesn't have to be sweet if she doesn't want to. She just has to be real and beautiful on her own terms. If you're looking for a transformative change, wanting to step out of the safe frame and assert your individuality at an age when others may be retreating, then the pixie is the hair statement you've been waiting for. If the pixie is a declaration of bold, free-spirited confidence, then the chin-length bob with wispy bangs is a beautiful fusion of modern elegance and gentle femininity, a hairstyle that speaks of character while preserving the softness and allure unique to a mature woman. Have you ever seen a woman just step into a cafe, and the whole room seems to light up? Her face fresh and radiant, her neat hair softly framing her cheekbones, and her bangs falling naturally across her forehead. That's the magic of the chin-length bob with wispy bangs. A hairstyle that seems simple, yet has a surprisingly powerful rejuvenating effect on the face. Unlike the sharply cropped pixie, the chin-length bob is the perfect choice for those who want to maintain some length to frame the face, but also seek lightness, freshness, and a dynamic energy. The beauty of this haircut is that it creates a well-defined facial structure without the need for elaborate makeup. This chin-length cut serves a clever purpose. It draws the viewer's gaze toward the center of the face, the eyes, the smile, and away from the neck or jawline, which may begin to subtly sag with age. With precise layering, The ends of the hair that gently hug the chin create a slimming effect, helping the face appear more balanced and easier on the eyes. The most striking feature of this hairstyle is the wispy bangs. This is the secret youth-enhancing trick that Korean women, known for their youthful looks, often rely on. Wispy bangs lightly cover the forehead, soften facial lines, and are especially effective at concealing fine wrinkles without the need for concealer. More importantly, they lend your gaze a sense of softness, approachability, and naturally feminine charm. Some may ask me, I have a square face, won't a short bob expose my jawline too much? The answer is, not if it's cut properly. Slightly curled in ends or gentle waves at the tips will soften any sharp angles, creating just the right amount of roundness to flatter your face. If you have an oval or elongated face, the chin-length bob enhances your facial structure in a way that is elegant, not cold. Another plus. This bob style is easy to style and adaptable, without requiring complex techniques. You can wear it straight, curl the ends slightly, clip the bangs to one side, or add a slim headband, all of which create fresh versions of yourself without needing to spend hours in front of the mirror. I once styled the hair of a 64-year-old retired nurse. She hadn't paid much attention to her appearance in a while, having been busy caring for her ailing husband. When I suggested the chin-length bob, she smiled gently. I'm old now, who's going to notice? But just minutes after the scissors completed the cut, I saw her eyes light up. She touched her hair, looked in the mirror, and whispered, I still look beautiful. And that's what convinced me. The right hairstyle doesn't make you young again. It helps you see your beauty more clearly, feel more confident. The chin-length bob with wispy bangs is for the woman who doesn't need to raise her voice to be noticed. Just by walking gently, with that soft gaze and that graceful hairstyle, you leave a lasting impression. After experiencing the subtle elegance and femininity of the chin-length bob with wispy bangs, you might find yourself asking, is there a hairstyle that's even softer, gentler, yet still natural and full of life in middle age? The answer is yes, and even more so. These are the two incredibly graceful variations, natural loose waves and face, framing curls. At 60 and beyond, what we need from our hair is not complexity, but movement, a sense of softness, lightness, but never slackness. That's why hairstyles with gentle waves, or soft curls, have such powerful rejuvenating effects. First, let's talk about natural loose waves. This is the ideal choice for those who love a refined look. Not as sharp as straight hair, but not as bold as tight curls. Soft waves, often starting from the cheekbones or jawline, create a subtle motion around the face. When light hits each lock, your face brightens naturally, as if you've just taken a walk in the early sun, radiant without trying too hard. This style is especially great for women with slightly dry hair that no longer shines as it did in youth. Instead of straightening or forcing a stiff hold, let your hair flow into soft waves. This hides uneven texture, while adding dimension around the face, creating balance. Wavy hair also pairs wonderfully with delicate accessories like clips, slim headbands, or silk scarves, resulting in a look that's both graceful and contemporary. If you're aiming for a more classic, elegant beauty, try face framing curls. Unlike the traditional tight curls many associate with looking old, the modern curls I'm referring to are large, soft, slightly loose, and curved inward to gently frame your face, like a tender embrace of your facial features. These curls are especially striking on long, narrow, or angular faces. The curves of the hair balance out sharp facial lines, soften the gaze, and make you appear warmer and more approachable. Even more than that, these curls have a motion highlight effect, meaning when you walk, turn your head slightly, or smile, your hair responds with a lively, feminine flow, something not all hairstyles can offer. Both styles, loose waves and soft curls, share one essential benefit. They make you look more alive. Perhaps you've heard someone say, "There's just something so gentle and captivating about her, but I can't put my finger on it." That's exactly it. Hair that moves with emotion, highlights the face, and gives you a naturally youthful aura. And the biggest plus, these styles don't require weekly salon visits or harsh chemicals. With a low heat curling wand or even overnight braids, you can achieve those soft, flowing curls. A touch of light serum or natural hair oil, and your hair will shine all day. At this stage in life, you don't need shock factor hair. You need hair that speaks your truth. Gentle, seasoned, deep, but still soft and captivating. Loose waves and face-framing curls are the way your hair says all of that, without saying a word. Do you remember the feeling of your hair gently flowing in the wind? How a small turn of your head would set every strand in motion? That wasn't just appearance, that was life energy. And at this age, beauty is no longer about how young we look, but whether we truly show up for ourselves. You've just journeyed with me through 5 hairstyles, each not just a visual suggestion, but a language of identity. From the elegance of the LOB, to the boldness of the pixie, the gentle charm of the short bob, and the lively softness of waves and curls, they all share one thing in common. They don't try to make you look like anyone else. They help you return to your truest beauty. So, let me ask you, honestly, when was the last time you felt confident looking in the mirror? If it's been too long, maybe it's time for a change. It doesn't have to be drastic, just a new hairstyle, one step outside your familiar frame, to say, "I'm still here. I'm still beautiful. I am still the main character of my life." If something in this video resonated with you, leave a comment. Tell me, which hairstyle would you like to try first? And if you need me, I'll always be here, walking beside you, on this journey of beauty that's not for anyone else, but for you.